Welcome to my channel Hindu Bhakta. Today, let us look at Mahabharata, its true spiritual meaning. Most of us, all of us Hindus and most people around the world would have known, read and understood about the great epic Mahabharata, but not many of us know its true spiritual meaning. Okay? If you interpret Mahabharata as just a story, you will never know its true meaning. I understand you come to learn about the Kurukshetra war, but you can't learn about the battle unless you understand what the actual fight is all about. What are you referring to? The Mahabharata is an epic, a tale, a possible reality, the most emphatically a philosophy. Let us understand Mahabharata, its true spiritual meaning. The Pandavas are actually our five senses which control the world within you and outside you. Sight, smell, taste, touch and sound. And you are aware of the Kauravas. The Kauravas are 100 vices that constantly assault your senses. Yet you resist them. And do you know how? When Krishna takes up his position in his chariot, Krishna is your inner voice, your soul, your guiding light. And if you entrust your life to him, you will be at ease. However, if Dronacharya and Bhishma are vices, why are they fighting for the Kauravas? This simply implies that you, as mature, your perspective on your elders changes. Elders that you believed are flawless throughout your informative years are not so perfect. They do have flaws. And you will eventually have to determine if they are for your benefit or detriment. Then you may understand that you're going to have a battle them for the greater good. It is the most difficult phase of growing up, which is why the Gita is so significant. So most of us, what this explains is, have our grandparents, have our uncles, while they're growing up, teenagers, young adulthood, they have experience, they do advise us, they do condemn us, they do criticize us, word of gossip, all of that is there. All of us would have gone through that. But for this key feature of Dronacharya and Bhishma, they were the same, in this Mahabharata story. Their advices, their experience would have been right for their time. But for the next generation, that might not directly apply and might not be useful for that new generation. So that is what this whole statement is. A very important, very powerful statement, because if you're guided by the wrong people, then you go in the wrong path and you might probably miss your dream and your goal in life. Let us look at what Karna's purpose was. You save the finest till the last. Karna is your senses. Brother, he represents desire. He is a part of you, but is associated with the vices. He feels mistreated and constantly finds reason for being with the vices, just like your desire does. Does your desire not provide you with justification to indulge in vices? The Kauravas are the exterior forces and the objective forces that operate in the world. Subjective forces, such as the Pandavas, may be compared to the Pandavas. In this way, the Mahabharata is a battle between the subject and the object of the story. What this is, on the other hand, is very difficult to describe. It may be a pencil, or it could be a wristwatch. It could be any single thing in this universe that we refer to as an object. It's possible that a single human person is in the position of a physical object. Whether it's a complete family, an entire town, or a whole human setup, including the entire humanity or the entire physical universe, there's a thing in front of us that we need to pay attention to. The incompatibility of awareness, subjective attitude, with its objective structure serves as a prelude to the Mahabharata's battle preparation. As a result, in the early phases, the ambitious spiritual aspirant is like a spark, and the whole world is like 100 quintals of sticks that have been poured over it, and it's impossible to confront it in front of you. Individual seekers are unable to deal with the world in the early phases because it's too overwhelming for them. It's just too much. I can't take it any longer, we exclaim. Hunger on one side, thirst on the other side, disease on both sides, and unhappiness of many kinds all around us are some of the things we must deal with. Every situation is inconceivable, and everything is a 6 or a 7 on the Richter scale. There's nothing we can claim is okay at this point. When this point is reached by powerful objective forces in retaliation to the various suppressive attitudes that we have adopted through the rejection of life by the so-called vairagya, sannyasa, and renunciation, or whatever name you want to give it. When retaliation is set up by the forces of nature, we find ourselves in the same situation as the Pandavas. Now, quality is crucial, quantity is not irrelevant in today's environment. When we can evaluate the worth of anything from the perspective of quality, we are doing the correct thing. There's no reason to believe that quantity has no value at all in today's world. It has a monetary worth. The little spark that is inside each of us is considered more powerful than the whole physical cosmos. But this is a very significant, but we must remember that this is just a spark, and it cannot, in its babyhood of innocence and belief, confront these awful asuras of things in all their full force. This is the Mahabharata, its meaning and philosophy of life. So, actually Krishna is the seat of your consciousness. He's the observer, he's the seer, he is your soul. So, from the Krishna's point of view, from the seer and observer's perspective, you must take control of your mind, of your body, of your senses, of your actions, and bring it into one state of awareness so you can experience a state of pure silence and joy within you. So, thank you for watching this video. Please do give it a thumbs up and a like, and kindly do share it with your friends. If you like the channel, please do subscribe to it. Until our next video, it's bye bye from Brahma Rishi Krish. Thank you.